What's up guys, Guru here and welcome back to another 6 PM content video where today things are about to get fun. We are starting to see some Winter Wildcards content coming into the game, so we are going to check out everything EA has in store for Unbreakables and everything else as well. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, leave the video a like rating, let me know down below what you think of today's content. Without further ado, let's just get into things. And so here we go. Now obviously there has been no video for the last 4 days. Unbreakables has not been enjoyable in my opinion in terms of top tier content. There has been consistent content, there's been okay content, but for me it's just not been good enough to sort of really keep me on the game. So yeah, personally haven't really been doing too much. Supposedly I thought there was meant to be a loading screen. There is no loading screen for me. Obviously, there is a brand new Team of the Week with Hugo Ekitike, who I obviously want to pack. So we're going to try and pack him in some Team of the Week packs that we've got coming up available. But yeah, here it is. That is the loading screen we wanted to see. So, there is 3 different types of designs. I don't know what this red design is for, but either way, I really like it. Obviously, we've got icons coming in. We've got normal cards coming in. I don't know whether we've got heroes. From the leaks that I've seen, which I'm not going to talk about too much today, maybe Thursday videos, we might talk about leaks in them just because the content's coming up within the next 24 hours. So, we'll probably do that. But for now, from what I know, these cards are going to be good. This promo is going to be good. There is so much content to do, and I've personally just been saving packs because for me, as much as there's Dejan Lovren in this promo right now, there's nothing really too much else that I'm too excited by. So everything in terms of 81 and higher I have been saving, which has meant I have completed the Evo Cup now. I do still need to win it 3 times in a row and get a perfect tournament to be able to get another 83 times 10, but I do still have a week for this, so it's not really a problem, although it does seem to be an issue for me. Reach the final 4 or 5 times within the last 2 days. I just can't win it for some reason. The Unbreakables Daily Play League, I'm not so bothered by this unless I've got Evos to complete, and I just need to put the controller down. I'm not going to be doing this. It doesn't really seem any time or beneficial for me. Obviously, we had the Silver League come in on Sunday, I think it was. Again, I'm starting to play this, although I've played 2 games and lost both of them with last-minute goals. So, not really too happy with that. But as long as I can get 20 wins, that'll be actually quite nice to be able to get an 86 times 5 pack. So, I'll try and get this done tomorrow, maybe, just depending on how time goes. Everything that we've had in Rush this week, I've completed all the Rush objectives. So again, there's a few more packs because of that. Milestones, we don't really have anything to do. Same with challenges, we can't really do that. And nothing with the pro stuff either. So I've been trying to get on top of things, trying to get things done. That was also playing. I actually played Champs this week on Tuesday morning at 10 to 7. I was 1-1 with this team and ended up going 7 and 8, which I'll be honest with you, the last few weeks I've got anywhere between 4 and 6 wins just because I hated playing it. But because I only had an hour to play the game, loads of people were doing golden goal, or if you were 2 or 3-0 up, they'd be quitting pretty quickly. So it kind of just meant that I could really get through things pretty quickly, and I actually enjoyed Champs for once. So it might be a thing going forward that I play on a Tuesday morning. I have no idea. I'll have to see. But either way, yeah, we've got Champs rewards saved. I've also saved up our rewards from squad battles. I do want to save rival rewards. The only problem is I'm on 0 points and I need to get 30. So as much as I need 10 wins, which doesn't seem too impossible to do tonight, I also don't really want to have to be playing too much of this game. I have already qualified for Champs because EA had the live events objective. So playing 7 games in live events will give you enough qualification points. So thankfully, worst case scenario, if I don't do rivals this week, I can still play Champs. That's absolutely fine. And obviously, Champs rewards have updated. If we go to 9 wins, to obviously contain the Winter Wildcards in there as well. I think it's a 3-week promo, which is why I've also changed the stadium. I bought all the bundle items for the stadium because I think it was worthwhile doing. And we do have a gauntlet coming up. Obviously, we only had one finish recently, but on Sunday, I think, or Monday, I don't know which day it works out to be, but we should be getting another one, which again is another set of 3. Unfortunately, no 4 or 5 teams yet, but 3 teams is fine for now. And again, another 14 attempts to get it complete. Tournament-wise, obviously, we've got Evo Cup still for the next week of this promo, or for the next week of this season, sorry. the Winter Wildcards tournament, that is starting on Friday. You need a Winter Wildcards player, so it's going to be very similar to the Santi Cazorla that we had for the Unbreakables promo tournament or live event, and by winning one of these tournaments out of the 30, you'll then go ahead and qualify for the Winter Wildcards tournament finale, which will again have another set of rewards, which will be interesting to see. Obviously, the Unbreakable League is still there for the next 2 days, and then we've got the World Tour silver stuff in there as well. So not really too much in terms of that changing. Now, Evos this week, I actually think have been pretty good. There has been some stupidly good Evo paths. Again, lots of some cards like getting a boost of a +1, but some nice stats, which is a little bit frustrating, the +1. But then some of them obviously aren't getting the +1. It is just going to be for the actual stats. The centre back Evo came out the other day. This actually looked really good. So again, a lot of different Evos that work well with that. I don't think there's any new ones today by the looks of things. And we did have package delivery. I'm pretty sure that was already out. But yeah, there's a lot of them that I quite like. And there's some really good Evo changes, taking some bronze and silver cards to being some of the most meta centre mids and centre backs on the game right now. Absolutely love it. And again, because I've been doing all the objective grinding, I've ended up with a plethora of Evos that yet again I need to obviously start submitting and actually doing some upgrades on. So that will probably be a grind next week over Christmas, just to give me something to do. And then in terms of SBCs player-wise, it's been pretty poor this week, if I'm honest with you. I've not necessarily enjoyed most of the player SBCs. Bade's still there from Jogger Benito, which I'm not that bothered by personally. Sebastian Haller I want to do, Clint Dempsey I want to do, but again, just with not really opening packs, I don't have as much fodder in the club. I've got a bit in storage, but not loads. Berbatov I'm not bothered by. Kunde I'm not bothered by. This Santos card, again, wasn't really too spectacular. Udol is actually today's SBC. He is coming in fairly cheap at 20k. It is a team of the week needed with an 83 rated team. Nice and simple. Now, he's normally a silver card, so obviously quite a big upgrade. 2-star, 3-star isn't ideal. Can play centre-back, left-back, and left mid. I think as a left back, this will be a much better card to be doing it for. And there's actually a story. Oh, so every Unbreakables must have a story. Interesting. In terms of his actual card, though, Jockey Plus, he's got Block, he's got Anticipate. Ping Pass is all right. If you could probably put him into one of the Evos that gives an extra passing play style or something like that, that would be good. I think it's one of them that's definitely worth completing. He's there for the next week. You'll easily do it over Winter Wildcards. And then play of the month wise, obviously, I don't even know if I've actually made a video since Penis came out, but either way, Penis here, and well, it's questionable. Tuvan's now the League 1 player of the month, which is better to see him than the Scum that it is on normally for player of the month as well. Don't know how he's got it, but still. Right, player picks. These ones we're going to open later on. I think these are worth doing if you are doing the winter provision upgrades, which came out the other day. These are brilliant. These are there for the next 2 weeks as well still, so I've quite enjoyed having them out. I think EA have done well here to at least give us something that is kind of like exchanges, which works well then with these player picks or the sort of the daily player picks that come out. I quite like it. 78 plus player picks are still there as well. Team of the week upgrades there. And then I think the only other thing we've got is a base icon upgrade still in the upgrades tab, which is absolutely fine. New League SBCs are here. Actually, this is something that did refresh. They're identical. Nothing has changed in these at all. EA just let them expire and then have refreshed them for the next 28 days. So, unfortunate that we don't see any changes coming in for League SBCs, but at the same time, at least we've still got League SBCs and they haven't changed too much. I can't really complain either way, if I'm honest with you. Apart from that, I think that is pretty much it for today's content. Obviously, as we saw at the start, there is a brand new team of the week. I'm not going to go through it. Obviously, Rafinha's in there. Sangare is probably a usable card. Ondrich got a bit of a pace upgrade. He's probably going to be quite common to use. Obviously, Ekatike is the main one for me. But yeah, it's going to be one of those team of the weeks that it's not massively in terms of wanting any of the standout players. And then I think that is all. So that does look to be it for content for today, and pretty much covering the content over the last few days because a few obviously different bits have been coming out. But yeah, I don't really know. Oh, actually, hang on, change of plan. Things have changed. Ignore me. League SBCs have updated. Sub and lib cards are now out. In good news, League of Portugal and the Belgium League are now needed. Okay, hang on. This does change things a little bit. I really should have probably actually paid attention to that. Where are they? League SBCs here. Nope, not this one. So you do still need, or you don't need the sub and lib in here because EA took it out on the last time. But here now, yeah. So, I mean, I don't think it's going to make things go up in price, if I'm honest with you. In terms of, like, the Belgium League, this is going to be very similar to the Eredivisie. You will have lots of cards available. As you can see, I've got plenty of cards that I've not been using over doing all, like, the daily upgrades and stuff like that. In terms of the Portuguese League, you're going to have a lot more gold cards here. So I think what you'll probably notice is you'll put, like, 2 or 3 of the Portuguese League gold cards in, and then maybe a handful of bronze and silver Belgium League cards. That's probably what you're going to be doing to actually grind this. It does make sub and lib cards obviously now obsolete, and they won't be expensive. So if you've got any in your club, they're going to absolutely crash in price. But I'm not against the change. It's something different. Yeah. Definitely an interesting one. We've got a campaign pack SBC as well, which I completely have disregarded, and my game has also froze. So as we refresh and we actually go back into the game, bit of a higgledy-piggledy video, I can't lie, but again, I've not really been with it with content, so I guess that's why. Winter Wildcards, I don't think I can do every single day for Winter Wildcards. I'm just trying to think. No, I might actually be able to. There might be one day over Winter Wildcards that I can't make a video because I'm just physically not here because Liverpool are playing at home. But I would say 6 days out of the 7 per week there will be a video. Let's get things back on track. We haven't really been on track. I spoke the other day about possibly doing a bit of a mini-series for TikTok and YouTube Shorts. The idea is still there. Haven't really put it into place, if I'm honest with you. Will I put it into place? We'll have to find out. But I do actually want to maybe do something about that. So keep an eye out. Maybe we'll do something. I don't know. Maybe we won't. Maybe just keep an eye out and hope. You might be hoping more than me. In terms of the campaign upgrade pack, it's 87 plus. It is Scream, Primetime, Festival Football Captains, and Pro Live items 87 or higher. No heroes included in it. I want to see what this is like, because I've got a feeling these must be half decent. Like, I would presume pack weight will be okay on them. They might not be, like, the best thing in the world, but they should be fairly good, I would hope. So, we'll do these and see if we can get anything. As I say, I've got a few bits and bobs that I've had in my dupe storage for a while, so hopefully this will allow us to complete it fairly quickly. If we just take a gold 85 rated, I think this should do it. Problem is, because of those new winter provision packs, trying to keep hold of 85 rated is not that ideal. They have gone up in price. They've easily doubled in price. I think we've actually gone up a little bit higher. In terms of an 84 rated team and team of the week, this one should be fairly simple to do, because 186 and then 4 84s and then 6 83s will do it for us. We'll be able to grab a team of the week in the club that I've got in a second as well. So yeah, look, if these campaign packs pay out, then fair enough. They're cheap enough to grind towards anyway, so I think that's why I'm quite happy to do them. In terms of who I've got available, I mean, this card is not really that expensive. Anybody else? I think this Alex Febras card, yeah, he's still expensive because of an Evo, so I really need to sell him on. Got a high-rated Team of the Week card. Just don't seem to have any low-rated Team of the Weeks, but we'll have a look at that in a second. So our campaign pack is done. As I say, I've also got some Team of the Week packs that I wanted for Ekatike, and on top of all of that, I built some player picks. So 3 85 plus player picks to see if these are any good. Obviously, you're only putting in 18 rare gold cards each time, and as much as you get a promo card, it's not exactly the best promo card in the world, but it's an 85 rated, and that is fine, because if you get 3 85 rated as a minimum, which you will do, it therefore means you can just go ahead and do one provisions pack, and it keeps the grind going. So don't mind it at all. Personally, not going to take Bremer, because I want to end up keeping him for the Serie A team. That was a pretty poor pick, though. Trent Alexander-Arnold is okay. Cascarino and Benzema. Nice. Well, thank you, EA. That was maybe worth, what would it be? 45, 54 rare gold cards. It's not awful. As I say, in terms of packs saved up, you can see there's a lot of them. And I want to make sure that I've got my best chance at packing some of the incredible Winter Wildcard cards. We're going to go with a tradable 84 plus Team of the Week pack first. It is a walkout, of course. Unfortunately, it is female, which means it is definitely not Hugo Ekitike. However, it is going to be Lawrence, which doesn't look an awful card. I quite like this. Is it Lawrence? Yeah, it is. 86 rated this year. Well, for Team of the Week. Quite like it. Quite usable. Definitely is a good card to get our hands on. She's obviously going to be coming down fairly quickly in price, but still, it's not bad. Obviously, that was from Champs Rewards for 7 wins this week. And then the other one is here. This one is from Squad Battle Rewards. And unfortunately, it's not a walkout. It is going to be from the Swiss League. And I don't think we'll ever be using him again. But with obviously needing the lower rated Team of the Weeks, that helps quite a lot. So to round things off with today, let me know down below what you do get in your campaign packs, and if let me know if you are saving. We are going to pack a Scream card, I'm pretty sure. That is a left back. Oh no, that's prime time, isn't it? That's Matteson. Now this card does look really good. Definitely can still get some upgrades with Aston Villa. I do think he's about 80,000 coins. Last time I checked, he could be further down in price, but still, from a campaign pack, we'll take it. As I say, let me know down below what you guys get. We'll be back tomorrow with some more content and with hopefully some more leagues for Winter Wildcards. For now, I'm out. Peace.